The sun bore down on the desert landscape, casting long shadows over the rugged terrain of Nova Prime. Captain Marcus Kane lay prone atop a rocky outcrop, his keen eyes scanning the horizon through the scope of his sniper rifle. Dust billowed in the distance as an enemy convoy crept along the dusty road below. Kane's heart pounded with anticipation as he relayed the convoy's position to his squad. "Targets acquired," he murmured into his comms, preparing to engage. His squad leader's voice crackled through the radio. "Copy that, Captain. Take the shot when ready." With a steady hand, Kane adjusted his aim, accounting for the gusts of wind that swept across the desert. He waited for the perfect moment, his finger poised over the trigger. Then, with a controlled breath, he squeezed. The crack of the rifle shattered the silence, followed by the thunderous explosion of the lead vehicle in the convoy. Flames erupted into the sky as the enemy scattered, their formation shattered by the precision of Kane's shot. A grin tugged at the corners of Kane's lips as he watched the chaos unfold below. The opening salvo had been fired, and the battle for Nova Prime had begun. As the dust settled from the ambush, Captain Kane and his squad regrouped at their command post, surrounded by the wreckage of their enemies' vehicles. But amidst the smoke and debris, Kane couldn't shake the feeling of unease gnawing at his gut. "We shouldn't have been this close to the front lines," Kane mused aloud, his brow furrowed in thought. "Someone must have leaked our position." His suspicions were confirmed when a distress call crackled over the radio. A nearby outpost was under attack, and they were the nearest reinforcements. With a sinking feeling, Kane realized they had been lured into a trap. But there was no time for hesitation. They had to reach the outpost before it was too late. The outpost loomed on the horizon, engulfed in flames and smoke. Gunfire echoed in the air as Kane's squad raced to the scene, their hearts heavy with the weight of impending battle. Amidst the chaos, Kane spotted a figure lurking in the shadows, a lone sniper, picking off their comrades with chilling efficiency. Determined to put an end to the threat, Kane locked eyes with the enemy sniper, their silent exchange speaking volumes. With a steady hand, Kane lined up his shot, his finger poised over the trigger. In a heartbeat, the crack of the rifle rang out, and the enemy sniper fell, vanquished by Kane's unyielding resolve. But victory came at a cost, as Kane watched helplessly as one of his own fell in the line of duty. The price of war weighed heavy on his heart as he surveyed the battlefield, knowing that every victory came with its own sacrifice. As the dust settled on the battlefield, Captain Kane grappled with the consequences of their actions. The betrayal had cut deep, leaving him questioning the very foundation of trust among allies. But there was no time to dwell on the past. The enemy was regrouping, their forces massing for a final assault on the Alliance stronghold. Kane knew that they would need to strike fast and strike hard if they were to have any hope of emerging victorious. With a steady resolve, Kane formulated a daring plan, a risky gambit that would put everything on the line. But as the seconds ticked away, he knew that there was no other choice. They had come too far to turn back now. As the final battle raged on, Captain Kane led his squad into the heart of the enemy stronghold, their determination unwavering despite the odds stacked against them. With every step, they faced fierce resistance, but they refused to back down. In the midst of the chaos, Kane locked eyes with General Dragov, the mastermind behind so much pain and suffering. In that moment, Kane knew that this was more than just a battle for territory. It was a battle for the very soul of Nova Prime. With a roar of defiance, Kane and his squad fought tooth and nail, pushing back the enemy forces with every ounce of strength they possessed. And as the dust settled once more, they emerged battered but victorious, the echoes of their valor ringing out across the battlefield for all to hear.